everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kelly and Andy McPhee.
What is it about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually found an illustrator back in Minnesota when I was living there to look at her work because I had an idea and a vision of how I wanted the book to look. And she was in Stillwater, Minnesota, so she would get all the illustrations going. I gave her the story, and I put the book on lulu.com. It's LULU.com. Very easy to publish your book. It's not difficult. And it's called Not All Girls Have Hair. So it was about a little girl who had leukemia, and she lost all her hair going through treatment, and she had to go back to school. Even though she was nervous, she was excited, and she wore beautiful dresses and matching pink hats, so she could wear a hat because she had no hair. Well, she went through some trials going back to school, and the children would make fun of her, and of course she didn't want to go back to school, but she knew she had to, and she went back, and all the kids wore beautiful hats, and all the teachers shaved all their hair. So it was moving that she was so excited that they were like her, and that it was okay to be different and unique. We all need help, and that's the message for the children, and they all would get it. So I did my job.
Yeah, you got the job done on that one. You know, I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, for those who don't know yet, I met Leisha at the 2023 pageant. She was helping them at the time, but we got to interact as the ladies did all their activities, from the talent show to the meals, the dinner, the posing for pictures, and then the next night with the finals and everything, the judges. And yeah, Leisha is very amazing. And yeah, you should look into buying her kids' book, everyone.
Yeah, I certainly can. They can, if they're interested, I can give you my contact information. They don't have the book on the website anymore because they rotate books, but I have books available, and I can certainly ship those out.
Great, everyone do that because you need to have a positive message in this world, and it's never too late to get one today and then tomorrow and so forth.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what does it take to run a foundation like Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Boy, that's a big one. There is a lot of people in the office, in the Scottsdale office, that are paid people, employee Make-A-Wish, but there's a lot of people like me that are volunteers. We don't get paid, and that's okay. So to run that, you have a board, and that's my goal one day, to be on the board, because I have a lot of years of experience. I think I'd be a great asset to that, so that'll be down the road someday. But you have different departments that take care of everything, from wish granting to granting the wish. Everything has to be approved by the doctor. The travel arrangements. We do boost enhancements where once the wish has been granted, we do a lot of fun things for the wish child, and we send them gifts to their home leading up to the wish. There's really a lot of different aspects on how the wish is started to the very end. It first gets paperwork done, then the doctor approves it, then I come in as a wish granter, and then we see them off on their wish. So it's a lot of process that goes on. It takes a while. It depends when the child is ready to go on the trip, if it's a trip, that they're healthy enough to do that. Or maybe it's a makeup of a new room. We're going to renovate their room. There's lots of different wishes. Disney is the most popular for the little children, and the older children usually like a room renovation or a new computer, things like that.
Got it. I remember looking at a website for a previous version of Make-A-Wish Foundation in Colorado, which is probably the same company but just a different division, you know. It was many years ago, and there were a list of children who had their wish successfully granted, and I remember reading a lot of them. One of the ones they wished for was to meet Tony Stewart, the race driver, you know. That was granted.
Yeah.
Another one was to simply get a jersey autographed by, I think, a football player. I think it was Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Every state has a chapter. Sometimes they have more than one, and we have several chapters internationally as well.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and one other wish I remembered were a couple like going to Italy, and another one was meeting up with, I think, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You know.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. There's 4 different aspects. I wish to be, I wish to go, I wish to meet, I wish to have. Those are the 4 components we ask the child. And we ask them ahead of time before we interview them to start getting ideas of wishes, because we want to make sure it's the child's wish and not the parent's wish. So
Yeah.
we do a lot of role playing, especially with the young children, and ask them lots of questions about certain things. So it's a process.
Yeah, definitely. And seeing all those wishes being granted on the Colorado one, you know, I thought it was quite inspiring and an awesome charity, you know.
It is. It's nice to see all that. And the whole family goes. They don't pay for anything. Make-A-Wish takes care of absolutely everything, every penny. And it's a nice time in the family just to get away from the doctors, the treatments, and just be a family, and the child just to be a child and have fun.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia, saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.